This slideshow will inform you on the law of supply and demand. It's created by Kiefer Hunter, Kimuel Londino, and Trent Turley. What is the law of supply? The law of supply says that producers will offer more of a good when the price goes up and less when the price goes down. Higher prices motivate businesses to produce more because they can earn more profit. So how does price affect the quantity supplied? Well, when prices rise, producers increase production. When prices fall, producers cut back because it's less profitable. For example, farmers grow more strawberries when strawberry prices rise. Now for the law of demand. As prices rise, people tend to buy less of a product. As prices fall, people tend to buy more. For example, a new smartphone is released for $1,500 and few people buy it. But once a company lowers the price to $1,000, suddenly more customers start purchasing it. Now, market shortage takes effect whenever the supply for something is limited, but the demand is high. Since so many people want the item and only so little people can get it, it causes a shortage. For example, when the PS5 came out, the console sold out like instantly. And for years, people struggled to still buy PS5 because it was a shortage. Market surplus is when there is a high supply but low demand for something. This often happens when a company decides to overproduce something and anticipating that there would be more buyers than there actually was. For example, when a game that's supposed to do really good is mass produced, but then people end up not actually liking the game, there's going to be a lot of leftover games, and that causes a market surplus. Price affects quantity demanded because as lower prices encourage people to buy more, higher prices discourage people from buying a product. The impact of supply and demand on prices and quantities. Once demand increases, prices and quantities both rise. When demand decreases, prices and quantities both fall. When supply increases, prices fall and quantities rise. But when the supply decreases, prices rise and quantity falls. Market outcome depends on which curve shifts and by how much. What is equilibrium price? Well, that is when supply and demand meet. At this price, the amount producers want to sell equals the amount customers want to buy. There's no shortage, there's no surplus, everything is balanced, everything is equal. Thank you for listening to our project.